Welcome back to the deep dive. Ready to dig into a tough one?
Always up for a challenge, especially when the stakes are this high.
Today, we're looking at how misinformation is twisting up hurricane relief after Helene and Milton.
Yeah, it's a disturbing trend.
We've got reports from North Carolina. Armed groups are actually interfering with relief efforts.
Seriously?
Seriously, claiming they're, get this, hunting FEMA.
Wow. Talk about misinformation jumping from the screen to the streets.
Exactly, and with dangerous consequences. I mean, FEMA, they're supposed to be the good guys, right?
Absolutely. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, they're vital when disaster strikes. When someone threatens them, it's the people in need who pay the price.
It's crazy. Who would even think to interfere like that?
Well, that's where the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories comes in.
Right, and these articles point to Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene pushing some wild theories.
Oh boy, yeah, she's been vocal.
It's something about lasers, extraterrestrial ones being involved with the hurricanes, and maybe tied to election interference.
Yeah, you got your laser beams and then some. But it doesn't even end there. We've also got folks claiming the hurricanes are a cover for corporations to mine lithium.
Lithium mining, seriously.
Oh, yeah. And then there's the theory that it's all a ploy to target certain political groups. You know, the whole "they're coming for you" narrative. The problem is, as wild as these theories sound, they gain traction.
Especially on social media, right?
Exactly. Social media is like a breeding ground for this stuff. It all creates this climate of fear and distrust, which is the last thing people need in a crisis. Our research actually found that in the days after those hurricanes, these conspiracy theories, outlandish as they might be,
Were they spreading a lot?
big time. They were shared online 5 times more often than actual, factual information about FEMA aid.
5 times? That's insane. No wonder people are hesitant to accept help.
And that's the real tragedy here. The Washington Post even had a quote from a former Forest Service official saying people straight up refused aid because of all the misinformation swirling around FEMA and the government.
It's heartbreaking, you know? They need help, and they're convinced it's a trick or something.
Sadly, that distrust has a real-world cost. People turn away help because they've been misled. It makes them more vulnerable and slows everything down.
So we're stuck in this awful cycle, ridiculous claims leading to very real harm. How do we even start to fix this?
Million-dollar question. There's no magic bullet, that's for sure. But we have to get better at spotting misinformation, being more media literate.
What do you mean by that? Like being smarter about what we believe online?
Exactly. We can't just take everything at face value. Think critically about what you see online, especially if it seems really sensational or designed to make you angry. Look for information from trustworthy sources, sources you know are credible.
Yeah, not just blindly trusting a random post or article. Do your research.
Exactly. And maybe even more importantly, be aware of our own biases, right? We all have them.
Oh, totally. We're more likely to believe something if it already aligns with what we think.
Exactly. So challenge yourself. Ask, am I believing this because it's true or because it fits my worldview?
That's good advice for anything, not just this hurricane situation.
100%. Whether it's hurricanes, elections, health, you've got to be a critical thinker, a healthy skeptic. Your decisions are based on information, so make sure that information is solid.
It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of information, especially in the age of social media. But we have to remember, think before we click, share, and most importantly, before we believe.
Well said. Being informed and discerning, that's our best defense against misinformation.
That's the real takeaway here. Thanks for diving into this with me.
Anytime. Stay sharp out there, everyone.